Yo, what's going on, everyone? Mimic here with another video. This one is going to be straight fire for you guys who aren't playing the game yet and are looking for a thorough, comprehensive leveling guide so that when you guys start playing Throne of Liberty, you don't make mistakes. You're able to get in ahead of everyone, leveling the correct way, and you have the best rotation so that you can get the most out of the game the first few weeks that you start playing. Before I jump in though, want to thank everyone who hung out with me yesterday. I did a YouTube stream just out of nowhere, just decided, you know what, I'm gonna try streaming on YouTube and see if anyone joins and has any questions, and it was super successful. I streamed for a total of 8 hours. I had a bunch of people come in and you were watching my stream all night and hung out with me all night, up into the early morning, 4 a.m. my time, Central Standard Time, and it was a great time. Had a bunch of people asking questions and hanging out. Thanks so much for chilling. I'm thinking about making it a recurring thing. If you were in the channel yesterday watching me play, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it and if you guys want to see more. I'm thinking about maybe doing it every Saturday, but we'll see. Okay, but this video is going to be a leveling guide, 1 through 50, what to do during the 1 through 50 phase, you know, the best things that you can do to increase the speed of which you level, what to do after 50, things like that. So let's get into it. Okay, so when you first start the game, you're gonna start in this place called Castleton. Okay, it's at the very left side of the map. Here's the entire map. You're gonna start on the left side here in Castleton. All right, and when you start the game, you are gonna have these adventure quests. Okay, now obviously all mine are done, but you can see here, these are the quests, and they want you to like search for things, go places, you know, kill certain mobs, you know, and all the quests are like that. They're just very like, hey, go here, do this. The quests are broken down. They tell you what to do step by step. It's very easy to follow. When you click on the quest item, it's going to tell you exactly where you need to go, who you need to speak with, and all the objectives are going to be listed in your codex, and you're going to be able to easily follow the quest line and easily get the quest. And it's very easy the way they have it set up. It's very user friendly, beginner friendly, so it's really straightforward. Okay, they're going to start you in Castleton. When you first start, you'll be level 1. You'll start here, and then you'll move north a little bit to Black Howl Plains. You'll start doing some little quests here. Then you'll start moving to the east. You'll do some Urstella Fields. You'll come to Golden Rye. You'll go to Wind Hill Shores, and you'll just continue doing the Purple Line quests. Okay, they're gonna tell you to start exploring more. You'll start going to different places. You'll start moving east more. Eventually, you make your way to Vienta Village, and then you go to Monolith Wasteland, Abandoned Stone Mason. You come down here to Titan, Stoneguard Castle, and then you start moving more north to Sandworm Lair, Moonlight Desert, Sanctuary Oasis, Daybreak Shore, Mana Waste, Greyclaw Forest, Akitu Valley, Raging Wilds, and then once you get to like after level 45, the quest line is going to actually make you come all the way back over here to the left up here to Watcher's Post, Pure Light Hill, Pure Light Tower, and so on and so forth. So just follow the quest. What I would recommend is, if you're trying to get to 50 as soon as possible, just do your purple quests. Okay, and you can speed run straight through those. They're very easy. They're going to give you a ton of experience. You're going to get a ton of benefits, gold. You're going to get a lot of materials that you'll use to level up your armors and your weapons. So you'll be getting a lot of these growth stones throughout your progression through the quest line. You're going to be getting a lot of materials that you're going to need once you get to level 50. So you'll definitely want to just kind of speed run through the purple quests. Now, as you're questing through the purple quests, you'll be unlocking exploration quests. Okay, now these are like side quests. You can see here, by doing this quest, they're gonna give you some food, right? When you complete all these quests in Goldenrye, they're gonna give you like food items that'll help you progress through the story and through the game. When you do all the Wind Hill Shores, which I haven't even done yet myself, I've done 3 out of 4, you're gonna get these growth stones. So these are the exploration quests. You can open this up by pressing J, And anytime you want to come and do these after you're 50, you just click on it, you go to where you need to go. This one I still need to do. You click it, tells you exactly what you need to do. So it says defeat lantern spider and collect luminous fluid at night. So I would just click the lantern spider. It's going to tell me exactly where I need to go and do it. So it's very intuitive. It's very easy to follow. You can do these side quests as an extra benefit because they are going to give you some nice rewards if you do them all. And they do give you some really good XP as well, and you get gold. So if you got some downtime and you're one of those people that like a completionist kind of type person, do the side quests. They're going to give you some really good rewards. I still need to do them. I haven't done them all, but I probably should do them at some point because you get lots of good rewards that I am going to need now that I'm past 50. So that is what I would recommend, is if you haven't done the side quests, do the side quests as you're leveling if you want to, but personally I would recommend just speed running the purple quests. Okay, now when you get to level 43, you should probably be somewhere up here in Akitu Valley area. By the time you get to level 43, there is going to be a cooldown. Oh, actually you might be around Sanctuary. You'll be somewhere on the east side of the map. There's going to be a spot between level 43 and 45 where you're not going to have a purple quest. The purple quest line is going to run out, and it's going to tell you to continue your purple quest line, get to level 45, and you might be level 43, you might be level 44. What I would recommend is once you get to that little cap area where you cannot unlock your purple quests anymore, do the blue quests, do these exploration quests, because they're going to give you tons of XP, they're going to give you tons of gold, and they're going to give you materials. Okay, so just go, you can go back and do your blue quests. They're going to give you great rewards, and then it's going to get you to that level 45 so that you can continue through the quest line. And another thing you can do as well are your contracts. I made a couple of videos already on contracts, but essentially they are given in different cities. You can do contracts here in Vienta, you can do contracts in Pure Light, you can do contracts in Watcher's Post. Most of your contracts will be done in Sanctuary Oasis, between I think like level 35 and level 40. You'll be doing a lot of contracts around in this area. So go back and do your contracts if you've got them stacked up, and that will also help you get from level 43 to 45. Okay, so in between there, you know, you're gonna be like, oh man, what do I do for XP? Just do your contracts and you'll be able to get to level 45, and then your purple quest will resume from there. Now the same thing happens from 48 or 49 to 50. For me, it was right at the end of 48, like I was almost 49, and I ran out of purple quests to do. And to get to 50, I actually had to grind contracts and grind mobs and grind blue quests. So at 49, you run out of purple quests. The purple quests do not take you all the way to 50. At least that was my experience. So the last level or level and a half, you actually have to come back and do your exploration quests, and you have to grind out some contracts so that you can get to level 50. So don't be surprised if you get to 48, 49 and you got a whole bar of XP to do, and there's all your purple quests, like you finished the purple quest line already and you're still not 50. That is normal. Do not freak out about that. Now once you're 50, right, you get to 50, you're level 50 now, you don't know what to do. What I would recommend is go press escape and go to your secret dungeons, and you can do as many as you can, as high as you can get. You can do these towers. Okay, you've got two types of dungeons. You've got your solo tower dungeons that you can do, and then you've got your group dungeons, secret dungeons that you can do. See how far you can go on your solo towers. When I got to 50, I was super weak. I probably only got to like level 5 or 6, and then I just put it away. I stopped doing them because they're kind of difficult. And then I did a lot of the group dungeons and started getting like a lot of my drops. I've got my weapons that I've got, my armor pieces, everything that I have, I've gotten from drops. Like this drops from the group dungeon, this drops from the group dungeon, this drops from the group dungeon, this drops from the group dungeon. Like you get a lot of your gear pieces by doing these secret group dungeons. So if you have time, if you have a guild, um, you know, get your party members together once you get to 50 and start grinding out these dungeons, because they're going to be giving you a lot of the end game or semi end game weapons and armor pieces. Okay, and then that is going to get you stronger. Now once you get stronger and you're starting to get, you know, a little bit more purple items, and you're starting to trade out your items and get a little bit stronger, then you can go back and do these towers again. You can come back and try to clear them. I got stuck like on level 7 or 8, and then I, like, a week or two went by, I got more stronger, I came back and cleared out a little bit more. Another week went by or so, I got more stuff, came back, and I eventually finished it. And you definitely want to finish these because you get really good rewards. Look at all the rewards you get there on the bottom right. You're going to get a lot of growth stones, you're going to get gold, you're going to get a lot of cool stuff that it's going to be good to finish this. So finish this when you can, but do not be discouraged if you can't finish it once you get to level 50. There's just no way. These are too hard. I don't think anyone beat this as a fresh 50. I think it's impossible, but that's just my opinion. Once you beat this, you're done. You don't do it again. You don't get these rewards ever again. It's just done. So once you get to 50, stack your weapon contracts. Okay, before you can actually do these dungeons, you're gonna want to do contracts. Okay, weapon contracts to get your weapon to +9 as soon as possible, because when you do the dungeons, the people who are hosting the dungeon raids are gonna want you to link your weapon in the chat so that they can see what level your weapon is. And the highest that you can take a blue weapon is +9, so they're 100% gonna want to see that you have a +9 weapon. So the first thing that I would recommend when you get to level 50 is come and do your level 50 contracts that are gonna be your weapon contracts. So on here there are no weapon contracts, but essentially you'll know it's a weapon contract because on the rewards, instead of being an armor growth stone or an accessory growth stone, the growth stones are actually going to look like weapon growth stones, which are these. They have like 2 little swords. So you want to just only do the weapon growth stone contract so that you can get as many of these growth stones as possible. And then once you have the growth stones, you can come into your level up here. You can click your weapon that you're trying to level, and then you can level up your weapon to +9 using the blue growth stones. Okay, so that's priority 1. Once you get to 50, come do your contracts. That's the first thing you want to do, and max your weapon out first thing without a question. Once you've got the +9 weapon, then you can start doing these dungeons and you can start getting better gear. And you know what I would recommend is Cave of Destruction is a great dungeon, and Death Abyss is a great dungeon as well. So I would 100% do both of those dungeons. You can do the other ones. You can do Temple of Slaughter. You can do Butchers. You can do Tyrants. They're a little bit more, not hard, but they're just a little bit more challenging. So the easy beginner ones are Cave of Destruction and Death Abyss. I would run those as many times as you can to get your gear that you're looking for, to get these Marins that you can use to increase your skills. And then that's the next thing we're going to talk about is your skills. So you want to level your skills once you're 50 as soon as possible. And you level them with Marins. Okay, you're going to need Marins. These are what Marins look like. They look just like this. Okay, the game, you can get these Marins by doing events. And I have a whole bunch of content on my YouTube channel on what these events are and which ones are the best events and how you do them. But essentially, if you press M and you click this little timetable here on the right, there's going to be events that show up every hour, and you can choose to come do these events. For instance, Talisman Delivery is a conflict event in about 5 minutes. If I go do it, these are the rewards that I can get. I can get Marins, I can get blue Marins and parchments. Okay, so these Marins you can use to upgrade your skills. Okay, so you're going to want to be doing the events every time they're up once you're level 50, so that you can start stacking your Marins, and then you can start actually getting your skills to purple. And the reason you want to get your skills to purple is because you unlock effects. So you can see here on my Valiant Brawl, the Epic, which is the purple version of Valiant Brawl, it gives me an additional last attack and it gives me 74% of the base damage of attacking multiple targets. You can see here on my stunning blow, the epic is my stun duration is up 3.5 seconds. You can see here on my let's go to Shadow Strike. Where is Shadow Strike? Right here. The epic is it inflicts a silence with 60% chance for 6 seconds. So you definitely want to be getting your skills up to purple as soon as you can, so that you can get stronger, and ultimately you'll have a better time in PvP, and you'll have a better time clearing the content, when you're doing PvE content, when you're doing your contracts, when you're doing your dungeons with your friends and your guildies. So the second thing I would recommend is after your weapon is +9, do the events, run your dungeons, and then you can start leveling up your skills once you get the Marins. Now, when you do your dungeons, they're going to give you purple Marins. Watch, look, there's a chance that you can get purple Marins. See, right here? Purple Marins. There's a chance that every time you do a dungeon, you could get a purple Marin. And these purple Marins are great because you can dissolve them. See? If you click it and hit dissolve, it's going to give you 105 blue Marins. Well, that's because I have 7 of them. So, I mean, if you only did one, it's going to give you 15 Marins. Okay. Now, one skill book, if you're trying to level up your skills, one skill book is going to cost 1 blue Marin. So if you get a purple Marin, you can essentially make 15 skill books, and you come up here to craft the skill books here, and you can see here it costs 1 Marin to make 1 skill book. So when you are doing your dungeons, save these precious Marins, and you can dissolve them so that you can break them down into blue Marins or rare Marins, and then you can use those to craft the books, which you can then use to level up your skills. The first video I made on my channel is exactly explaining that process. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's the first video that I made. It explains how to level up all your skills extremely quick. I also made another video on how to level up your gear, how to get the best gear in about a week, in about 5 days. Check that video out too. It goes in depth on how to do that. So, okay, so you've got level 50, right? You're doing your dungeons, you're doing your contracts, you got your +9 weapon, you're starting to get good items, good armors, and good weapons. What do you do next? So, like I said, continue doing your contracts every day. Keep doing the events, stack your Marins. And as you're doing these dungeons, you'll be getting gear. You'll be getting like random gear that you already have. Well, if that gear that you get drops a best in slot trait, like for instance the Laquarius grip, heavy magic attack is the best in slot trait for the Laquarius grip. You can see here that I actually got it right here. I had got it doing that raid, and I got that back on the 7th, which was a few days ago. I sold it for 1,400 Lucent. Of course, with taxes I only got back close to 1,100. But that's what you can do. You can continue to run these dungeons, and as you're doing the dungeons, you'll be getting drops that you can disenchant the trait from and sell them on the market for Lucent. So once you get enough Lucent, it's the same thing. You can use the Lucent that you're making by flipping the items that you're getting in dungeons, and you can use that Lucent to get the best traits for your existing items. You can use that Lucent to come in and buy Marins so that you can use those Marins to level up your skills. So it's a rotation of doing the dungeons, selling your best in slot items on the market, taking the Lucent that you make from there, and then getting that Lucent and either trying to figure out, okay, do I want to buy traits? Do I want to start trading out my gear? Or do I need to level up my skills? Like, like what should I do first, right? I would 100% get your skills to purple ASAP. So it's +9 weapon first, then it's get your skills to purple, and then it's doing your traits. Your traits the last thing you're gonna do, okay? Because traits are very expensive. You're gonna blow all your Lucent trying to trade up your gear, and you're still gonna have blue skills. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Get your skills up to purple first before you worry about before you worry about putting traits and getting max traits on your necklace. You can see here on my necklace, it's got max traits: skill damage boost plus 60, enfeeble chance 75, buff duration 4.5. So I didn't do any of this until I knew that my skills were at least purple at a minimum. Okay, so, and the same thing with your passives. Get your passes up to purple. All my passes are at least level 1 purple. Okay, that's the second thing that I would recommend. Now, like I mentioned, you can take the Lucent that you buy and that you get on the market for selling your items. You can see here, since I've started playing, I have sold 12,000 Lucent worth of things, but I only have 479 Lucent. So that just goes to show all the Lucent that I've made, I've spent all of it. I've spent all the Lucent that I've made. I'm a free-to-play player. I've spent all the Lucent that I've made on either one, buying traits and trying to trade up all my gear, or two, I've been buying Marins so that I could disenchant them and level up my skills. So it's you're gonna recycle, right? You're gonna be recycling the stuff that you're selling for Lucent. You're gonna be recycling that to make your character progression better. So that is what I recommend there. Complete all your dungeons too. Every time you do a dungeon for the first time, like the first time you do Cave of Destruction, the first time that you actually clear it and kill the mob, they're gonna give you a lot of gold. It's like 200 to like 500k gold or something like that. They give you a lot of gold. So you'll want to do each dungeon and complete it one time. On that first time, you're gonna get a lot of gold. I also recommend you do that as well. Is just go ahead and do these dungeons the first time, do all of them, so that you get that gold spike. I think it's like anywhere between 2 and 500k gold is what they give you the first time you clear it. And then if you're in a guild, you want to be taking the Riftstones and try the weapon armor upgrades and sell the best in slot traits for Lucent. So if you're in a guild, there are these Riftstones that are all over the map. And let me see if I can find one for you. There's a Riftstone. Let's see, that's a Riftstone right here. So this is a Talus Riftstone. Okay, Talus Riftstone. If your guild owns this Riftstone, they can do Talus every day. Okay, and let me show you what Talus drops. So if you're in a guild and your guild wants to go and try to take the Riftstone, it's a PvP event. This is what Talus drops. I'm just opening this up because I can see what Talus drops. So this is Talus, and if you guys own the Riftstone, every day you can come and do a free raid. It's only open to your guild. Other people can't come and steal it from you. It's just for you. And these are the items that Talus drops. He drops a staff. He drops some armor. He drops these really good gloves. He drops a necklace, and then obviously other materials. And the same thing stands for any of the other bosses that are in the game. So you know, if you get the Mordecai Riftstone, then you'll be able to farm Mordecai every day that you own the Riftstone. You get one attempt to go in there with your guild, and you do a free dungeon. And then, of course, I don't know how your guild is doing the drop system, but you know, that's going to depend on how your guild does the drop system. You can see this is a Mordecai Riftstone, right? So if someone in that guild does Mordecai and the Mordecai sword drops, which looks like this, you know, that is a sword that someone is going to get. Here's the sword right there that he drops, the Mordecai corrupt sword. Someone in that guild is going to get a chance to get that every day, as long as they own the Riftstone. Now, every day there's fights for the Riftstone, so you have to defend it. Other guilds are going to want the perks of owning that Riftstone. So it's a PvP thing. If you guys can hold on to it, then technically you can run it every single day. So try to join a guild if you haven't joined a guild. See if you guys want to compete for the Riftstones. Every Riftstone is different. They all give different benefits. And then they all, since the bosses are all different on each Riftstone, they are all going to drop different things. So here is the Kawazan Riftstone. It's heavy attack chance plus 50. This is a huge Riftstone in the game, probably the best one in my opinion. And let's go see what Kawazan gives, and then I'm going to just end the video there. So whoever owns the Kawazan Riftstone is going to be able to do Kawazan once a day as long as they own the Riftstone. And this is a way that you can gear out and trick out your character, is by being in a guild. So let's just take a look at Kawazan. This is Calvin right here. You can see he's got these daggers that you can get. He's got a crossbow. He has a helmet piece, and he has another sorcerer helmet piece, and then he has a cape lithograph, and then of course he has another morph stone that you can get. So that is another way that you can kind of buff up your character, is being in a guild, getting the Riftstones, participating in the guild events, and hoping that you get the drop you're looking for. That's another way you can get endgame gear as well, as other than doing dungeons and open world farming. So that is the guide. That's what I would recommend, start to finish. You know, just gonna do a quick recap. You know, do the purple quests, which are your mainline quests, speed run through those. If you got some downtime, you can do some of the side quests, which are your exploration quests. They're going to give you gold, they're going to give you experience, and they're going to give you materials. Do those as well. When you get to 45 or 43, you may have a spot where your purple quest end and you can't progress through it anymore. You'll need to do your contracts, you'll need to do your side objectives so that you can get to the appropriate level, and then your purple quest will resume. That'll happen 2 times. I think that happens at 43 to 45 and from 48 or 49 to 50. It's going to happen 2 times. After that, do your contracts so that you can get your +9 weapon. Once your blue weapon is +9, start doing your dungeons, start farming your endgame gear, flip items on the market for Lucent, use that Lucent to buy Marins, and then get those Marins and use them to upgrade your skills. Now, as far as gear goes, I didn't really talk about this too much, but I have made another video on your gear. Just level your gear as you're playing. There's really no rush to it. But get it to like maybe +7, +8 across all of your gear and accessories, because it's going to make your character stronger. Just do it as you go. You don't have to rush it. But with 100% certainty, I would rush the broadsword or whatever your main weapon is. Get that to +9 like first thing. Okay? If you took anything from the video, get your weapon to +9 first. That's the first thing you want to do when you're 50. I hope this helped out. If you guys enjoyed the video, smash the like button. If you guys had any comments or questions, throw me a comment in the comment section and I will respond to that myself. And if you guys liked the video, throw me a sub. It helps out big time. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. Peace.